All right, family, it's your brother Asad.
And I'm Adrian.
And we are back again with another quick video. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And do what? Hit that notifications bell so that you'll be notified when we drop new material on this channel. Secondly, in terms of housekeeping, I got to give a special and a significant and a particular... Let me sit down. You look like you're taller than me. A special and a particular and a peculiar shout out to my South African family for all the love you guys have shown this channel. My wife, myself, my children. What? We greatly appreciate it. Third, in terms of housekeeping, bam, 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 just like that. Bam, 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 just like that. The next meetup, May 26th at 6 o'clock, Jamili's Restaurant. I said May 26th. At 6 o'clock at Jamili's Restaurant in Bryanston. And we gonna laugh loud, we gonna talk loud, we gonna eat, drink, and be merry and do something radically simple and revolutionary. I said radically simple and revolutionary. Now, how is it radically simple? It's radically simple to get with your friends and your family and some new friends and new people and get to know each other, to laugh loud, talk loud, and talk about the old times, talk about current events, politics, religion, all that stuff. That's radically simple. But it becomes revolutionary when you become intentional about where you place your money and when you spend your money. And this particular meetup is in support, it's a fundraiser in support of the Diaspora Project at the African Center for the Study of the United States at Wits University. The Diaspora Project, we are trying to bring together two natural constituencies, Africans and African Americans, natural constituencies, right? HBCUs and black universities and African universities. We're talking about historically black colleges and historically black institutions, the black church and black political minds and black theologians and black chemists and natural scientists together, unifying with our brothers and sisters on the continent, trying to bridge the gap. So this particular meetup on May 26th at 6 o'clock will be in support of the Diaspora Project. So it's a fundraiser. I think it's 2,000 Rand, and I know y'all got it. I see the Beamers.
Okay.
I see the Range Rovers. I see you in the Mall of Africa shopping. I saw you in the red bottoms. Yeah, you. I saw you in the red bottoms. Yeah, I saw you with all that Italian clothes on. Yeah, I seen you. So make sure y'all come out and support. You have to RSVP. I will leave the information in the description. You have to RSVP. I will leave the information in the description. Ashley in Africa will be there. Dr. Asad will be there. Adrian will be there. I think Changing the Narrative might be there. I think I got to check their schedule because you know they're important. You know what I'm saying? Brother Ronnie, I'm inviting. You gonna see the some of your favorite YouTubers who are doing their thing here in South Africa. Some other African Americans who are not on YouTube, but they highly important. They important. They highfalutin Negroes. Y'all know what highfalutin mean?
No, we're not gonna get on a tangent to describe what it is.
Yeah, okay, y'all, okay,
We're
okay.
not.
The commercial's over. Make sure y'all RSVP. Why Black Americans should not be moving to South Africa or Africa in general. Why you should not move. I said be moving. That's the habitual be. Y'all know about the habitual be? That's something that happened before. It may be happening now, and it will happen again in the future. That's African American vernacular English, the habitual be. But they also find it in certain German language, Germanic languages, or whatever have you. So I be going to the store. That means I did it in the past. I might do it today, and I might do it tomorrow. I be going to the store. I be making YouTube videos.
I stay going to the store.
I stay going to the store.
I stay woke.
Stay woke, baby. Stay woke.
Be woke.
And let me tell you about that. We're going to get into our video, but stay woke. DeSantis in Florida, the governor said, woke. Florida is where woke come to die. Y'all understand these dog whistles, brother.
Go back to sleep.
Let me tell you something. There be
Y'all working on
racism,
nerves.
white supremacy, dog whistles, man. He said woke. Florida is where woke comes to die. The same state that killed Trayvon Martin. Let's talk about where woke comes from. Woke is from it's from what we used to call Ebonics, right? That's from the African American vernacular English, right? We said woke first. Stay woke. Erica Badu was telling us to stay woke. What's the boy name? Donald Glover.
Yeah,
That
the whole
stay
song.
woke. Right? That's our language. So when they talk about, the woke community, they ain't just talking about like left wing progressives. They talking about black people. Woke comes from us. He said that Florida is where woke comes to die, and they killed Trayvon Martin. You understand what I'm saying? That's the state. You understand? So they be dog whistles. They be, watch it. They be dog whistling. They be dog whistling. Yeah, but anyway, why black Americans should not move to Africa or South Africa, South Africa, or Africa in general. Let's talk about Africa in general. Number one. What's number one, Adrian?
Don't move here if you expect that everyone will treat you as their long lost cousin that they couldn't wait to see again.
Understand that everybody does not know the history of black Americans, the transatlantic slave trade. Now it's so important to us. It is central in our identity. Right? It is central in our identity. How did we become Americans? We became Americans through the slave trade.
Lord,
right?
Don't get them started.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there.
No, they're gonna be all in your things, brother.
Yeah.
We are the original people.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
That's why I said, oh Lord, here they go.
For them, when they say that,
in your comments in 3.
Oh my God.
2.
Oh my God. We Aboriginals from Turtle Island. Okay. Explain sickle cell. If you don't understand sickle cell, go somewhere else. Explain sickle cell. Explain sickle cell. If you don't know what I mean, sickle cell anemia. Explain sickle cell, black people's connection to sickle cell and West Africa. Then come back over here. But what kind of bird?
I don't know. They got all kind of special.
Yeah, man. Y'all birds loud. Our birds be quiet.
This one here.
Oh, okay. But look, so
that was a child.
Don't expect everyone over here to say, so our central identity of how we become African Americans is through the transatlantic slave trade, but everyone doesn't know that history. As important as it is to us, and as central as it is to us, people have dealt with atrocities. I mean, that atrocity started in 1619. Some people say 1555, whatever have you. But that atrocity supposedly ended in 1865. From 1865 to 2023, there have been so many atrocities that different groups of people have had to deal with, have had to live through. The traumas of ethnic strife and ethnic cleansing and the stuff that went on in the war. Yeah, the people that history. For us, is so fresh and new, and that we think everyone in the world should know about our history. They don't. They don't. Even the people in Nigeria and Ghana, where we come from, right? And Mali, all them people don't know about our history. They know about they may know in Ghana with the little slave coast or whatever have you, but the average Ghanaian may not know how deep that history went. Right. And
sometimes even when people know, they might have known it, but they may not necessarily connect to it.
Right.
Because they might have their own stuff that they're dealing with.
And they might be like, well, that happened to them. Because now we are able, because we have now been identified as a new group of people. So that happened to them. Right? Now, you have some very conscious African brothers and sisters. You have some of the learned or some of the aware or the woke who understand, but the everyday person may not understand. So don't come over here and go. And then when you going, a lot of times we in Tanzania talking about you supposed to recognize that ain't really where we came from, big dog. No. You went way over to East Africa. Your grandmama and them people came from across somewhere. Yeah, you on the wrong side. Right. Yeah. So
from Cameroon
and you expecting these people to be just like, oh, welcome home, brother. They're like, you live on the other side of the town.
You took a wrong turn.
I mean, And they have their own, like the East African slave trade with the Arabs. They had their own situation going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the idea, now granted, I would say here in South Africa, we hear welcome home, this is your home, and all of that so often, and we excuse me.
And of the places I've been in Africa, this is probably the most I've ever heard that.
Right.
Or the most where I've seen where people feel a connection.
Right.
To me. Everywhere else, a lot of other places I was Mzungu.
And I don't even know what that means. Oh, foreigner. Okay.
Foreigner,
okay.
So it's
just
like hit her up for some money.
That yeah.
I didn't take offense to it though.
Don't come to Africa
It is.
or Africa if you don't realize this very important fact that per capita, African Americans are the richest Africans on planet Earth per capita. Now we're poor in America because everything has to be contextualized. It's all relative. We're poor in America, right? Go check the numbers if you don't believe what I'm saying. The average black household has household median income is about 42,000 USD. That's household income. That means there's two or whoever got an income in the house. Two, that could be husband, wife, that could be mama, son, 42,000, right? Mm-hmm. So we know that we are poor in that context. But because we earn USD, because we earn that dollar, when we're taken out of that context, we become the wealthiest Africans on planet. So don't come here and not expect people who see you with wealth and see you, and then the perception of America is that we have wealth and opulence just in the United States, no matter what race you are.
Right.
And then
the media puts out the Oprahs and the Beyonces.
Exactly, and the Jay-Z's.
So seeing that.
All the rappers got on gold and the mouth full of diamonds, and you be like, oh, them black people doing good over there. And then you come over here with that American accent, they're supposed to ask you for extra. I know if I was them, I would. You know what I'm saying, brother? Can you hold me? Let me hold a little tip right quick.
I might even call you brother.
I'm gonna call you whatever you need to call. You know, walk. Look, don't look nothing like Beyonce. Look like look like Kelly, but I'm gonna call you Beyonce. Beyonce, can I hold something? But it only makes sense, right? It only makes sense. We know we do the same when rappers come to or basketball players. Right, those black folk that we think have money come back to the poor black communities. Don't we be like, let me hold something, or we even say stuff like they should be giving back to the communities. Right, and I believe that. I'm part of that. I believe that. I believe that we should, though the Bible says that to whom much is given, much is required. Right, but we see that, and we can understand it when it's the rapper coming to the community. Right. But then when it's us going over here and saying, and people recognizing, hey, these people have some wealth. These people, and that context, we know we don't really have it. And I think that's part of the problem. We know we really don't have it. We're like, oh no, we really ain't got no money. Because we cut. That's a trauma.
My God, I need to hold on to a second.
That's a trauma from the U.S. We broke in the U.S. We struggling.
Ain't no trauma. That's real talk.
Yeah.
I don't have it to give away.
That's how we feel. But at the same time, we should not be like off-put or taken aback when people, we have this perception that we have wealth, that we have money because we come from the United States, that they're going to try to get over, and then guess what? People in your own city get over on you. You'll be right there in Houston, somebody trying to get over on you, trying to hit you up for, you paid $2,600 to get your car fixed, and it only costs $800 to really do it. Yeah, he got over on you. Yeah, but we accept that, yeah. Right. What other reason?
What's the second reason? Go ahead.
I'm about to say the relationship between racism and white supremacy. Now, here in South Africa, we got to put South Africa in a little caveat. Like, yeah, they understand that racism, the relationship between racism and white supremacy. As black South Africans and colored South Africans, they understand it. But we will add this caveat that we cannot project or superimpose our African American definitions of race and what we think race should be and how race should work on the South Africa. Mainly because we, black folk hear that term colored and they get to, I can't believe they still over there calling people colored. Man, it means something totally different.
Totally different.
It means something totally different,
And even their relationship to it is a little different. It's not the same. It might on the surface look similar.
Right.
But it's not the same.
It's not. Nothing is 100% the same because, like I don't know, and maybe my colored South Africans could chime in here. So we became racially mixed as African Americans mainly through sexual assault and rape. And let's call it what it is. Some people say, well, she was in love with her slave master. No, she wasn't. She was a slave. And if you believe that a slave can fall in love with a slave master and make a baby, we need to have a conversation about consent. And more importantly, about the ability to withhold consent.
Yeah.
Do you think that slave was able to tell that slave master not tonight she got a headache? If she wasn't able to tell him that was rape. That's how we get these light-skinned black people in America. So I don't know if colored people are necessarily children of sexual assault, much like we, like the racial. So most black folks are about 80% like sub-Saharan African, and then you got like this 20% of this European in you, and that 20% is usually the result of rape and sexual assault.
Because we were completely outnumbered in the States.
Completely.
So you literally had zero rights, and you were treated less than human, and there was no fighting back against that. I mean, you just had to figure out how to survive it. I don't know if it was the same exact thing.
Right.
Right?
I don't know if that's how colored people get. I don't think, but somebody could.
But I'm just talking about the relationship
Right.
between
Black
South
and white,
Africans and white supremacy. It's not. I don't think it was the same in terms of that, because of the sheer numbers, the population differences.
So even with that, there's some differences. But that now you move out of South Africa and you move into Tanzania or Rwanda or Ghana or Nigeria, wherever have you, right? You have Africans who live on a continent who do not understand, and they may understand at a group level analysis racism and white supremacy, like how nations interact, how Europe and the West interacts with the continent.
Yeah.
But they don't have that intimate, right, day-to-day relationship with racism and white supremacy. We was in their house, nursing their churn, cooking their food. We was the help. Remember? I think black folk be forgetting. We were the help. Right? Oh no, we do. Oh yes, Lord, we do. We hear black people talking about a man supposed to take care of a woman and when it was no time in American history when black women when the majority of black women wasn't working. Yeah. They were slaves, remember? They was working. Working. And after they were slaves, they were house help.
My grandmothers had jobs,
businesses,
both went to college,
everything. Yeah.
Their mothers owned businesses. Yeah.
Right. So.
But anyway.
But with that being said,
but the rest of the continent, as you were saying,
they don't necessarily have the intimate relationship with racism and white supremacy. So when we come with which is valid and valuable to us, our understanding of it. When we come and we talking to them and they don't have that same reaction like we do, then we have to understand they don't have the same relationship. They don't have that same history, the same. It's a different cultural context. Right. So don't come here expecting. When I say here, I'm talking about the continent. Every black person that you see to run and have the same type of ill feeling towards.
Right.
Or not even say ill feeling. They have the same feelings that you have.
The suspicion,
look
at them sideways, don't trust him.
Right.
That kind of thing. But if you look at how colonialism worked, they always had like someone in power, a local person in power who enforced the rules. Right. So like oftentimes I think for many Africans, like their enemy looked like them.
The person who was oppressing them had the same color skin. Right.
So their issues might have been somebody, their fellow countrymen or whatever, who looked just like them, of a different ethnicity.
Here's a lesson. As we for those of us who understand the global system of racism and white supremacy and how it has different dispensations in different places, understand this, that racism and white supremacy cannot and has not ever survived without the assistance of black people. And it must have the assistance of black people in order to survive, in order to work. So in every place, we had our Sambos, head-scratching Negroes. Yes, sir, boss. Them Negroes there, we had them. But
Sambo could get real sophisticated too.
Oh
real
man.
Real educated, real posh.
Yes, indeed.
You wasn't always head scratching.
Oh man, and they could use all them old big old words.
I'm telling you.
Oh, they done went to Harvard and Yale. They got PhDs, and these Negroes just might as well get the chicken and watermelon out. Because the same thing. Well, anyway, let me not. I was about to get to preaching.
But don't come here if you expect what, right? That it's going to look the same.
Mm-hmm.
That relationship will reflect what is in the United States.
Right.
It's not going to look the same.
And it's the final one because it's 20 minutes in. Don't come to Africa if you think you're about to be Captain Save for Africa. I don't like that mentality.
It's easy to fall into.
Oh, you think you just think you know everything. Oh, this needs to, I know how to operate this. I know this should be better, blah 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 blah. Nah, man, these people have gained independence. These people fought wars, fought against countries and nations, went to war, liberated themselves, right? And a lot of this happened in the 60s, right? These people know how to operate and how they want to govern themselves. Now, if you want to come and contribute. Right. I think that's important. Come and contribute. See, get on code, as they say. See what the people that you most identify with are doing and help them do what they need to do. See where you could fit in. But don't come over with that old savior mentality. The white savior mentality, right? Don't come over here with that. No.
And it's a fine line between the savior mentality and the contribution. So an example of like the savior mentality will be like in New Orleans, where everybody decided they wanted to put bike lanes. They didn't ask God if that was what was important to them.
Oh
they
my
didn't
God.
Go and talk to communities and say, of all the things that we could invest in as a city government,
go back wherever you came from. That's what I wanted telling people. Go back wherever you came from.
I'm just saying that it's a fine line, because sometimes you think you're contributing when in reality you're just playing Captain Saver.
Right.
Because you never consulted with people. You didn't ask what was important to them. You decided, look, man, I don't know, this needs to be better. Y'all need paved roads. Maybe paved roads was less important than clean water.
Bam.
Or
bam.
Having a clinic close by.
Right.
So, something. So the contribution comes with some humility and letting people voice like actually what's important and where the contribution's important.
And if you feel you really can help, ask what people think they need help with.
Right.
That's how you help. You don't come and say, if you see somebody, they arm broke or whatever have you, and they hurting, right? You need to ask them, hey, how may I help you? Now, if you think helping them will, do something else, at that time, they may need to help you. They may need your help attending to their broken arm, right? Triage some of this stuff. But with that being said, no, we can't come over here and save. Don't come over with that mentality. Find out what the people, if you think that you're in that position, if you think you're in a position, you have a certain expertise, you're a medical doctor, right? And you want to come, all right? You want to open a clinic? Find out if the people need a clinic. Oh, they do? Well, find out where they need it. I don't think they need a clinic in Joburg. Joburg got all kind of hospitals and everything every time you turn around, right? So maybe they need one in Millspurt or wherever the rural towns. I don't know the name of the rural towns. Somewhere. Maybe they need it there. But you want to be in the city, though. You know that? You want to be in the city where you can ball and chill. But anyway, all I'm saying is don't come with the savior mentality. That's problematic and it's condescending. And I could say some things like, if we could really save anybody, we should be saving ourselves in the United States. But apparently we can't, right? So we can come and assist, we can come and help, and so that we make a positive contribution to the societies that we are now visitors, that we hope to call home, that we hope to be welcomed, that one day our grandchildren will be seen as no different, right? Inshallah, God willing. That's what we hope. But for right now, you need to come and contribute where contributions are needed and not where you think they should be, right? And don't come as a know-it-all. Don't nobody like a know-it-all. Don't nobody like a know-it-all. Plus, you don't know it all. You know, you can't come here for a tourist visit and then think you know how to solve the problems of an entire continent. You came here for 2 weeks and all of a sudden you can you are the expert on cultural relations and race relations and on economics and what they need to do. You done watch 3 YouTube videos. You not no scholar. No, for real. No, I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth. I think that's problematic. So what happens is, and the reason why this is important, I'm laughing and joking and playing, but what happens is people come over with these motivations and then unrealistic expectations.
Yeah.
Then they get here, and the next thing you know, they're on YouTube or on Facebook talking about I'm going back to the U.S. and they're doing all of this complaining because you came incorrectly. You ain't come right, as they would say. You didn't come right. You came with the wrong motivations and the wrong expectations, right? So I tell people when they talk about, oh, I'm leaving, I'm coming to South Africa, I'm selling everything. You need to visit first.
You need to visit about 2-3 times.
And stay
2, 4, 5.
Yeah. And if you can't come and visit and stay 3 months, come 2 or 3 times and visit.
Don't stay in a hotel every time.
Get you some South African partners.
Yeah.
Let them take you around and see.
In the neighborhood somewhere.
Yeah, and see what's going on.
Go.
Oh my God. Can we talk about grocery shopping?
No, we're getting off subject.
We need to. We need to get off subject, man. Listen. Here's the problem. I'm about to tell y'all the problem with South Africa.
Shut up.
Listen. We come from a place where they have 24-hour Walmarts. That's where people go grocery shopping, like most of the time. Walmart. It is the largest retailer in the world, I think, or one of them, the second largest.
Rouse's stayed up until 11.
Rouse's was a local New Orleans.
H-E-B stays up in that late.
Yeah.
In Texas, but anyway.
So you never really, unless it was like the day before Christmas, day before Thanksgiving, day before the 4th of July, because 4th of July is a pretty big holiday. You never really saw like a store that was just super packed. Maybe on the 1st or the 3rd when people would get their assistance checks, like we call them food stamps, to get their SNAP benefits, they would go shopping. But you never really saw like a grocery store packed, right? And that's because some people say, oh Lord, I'm gonna go shopping at 8:30 tonight, 9 o'clock. Sometimes we would get out of our bed around 10:30 and drive way across town to the white Walmart because it was safe. The black Walmart.
You got the kid your daddy say he ain't going to the ghetto Walmart.
The Walmart by us, they were shooting in the parking lot. So we gotta go way.
Or somebody was trying to sell you something. Always trying to sell you something. In the parking lot on the way in. You be
Yeah.
like, no,
I don't need it. Trying to sell you all kind of illegal stuff too. I got some car registration tag. I don't need that, man. This is where I get my car registration tags. Not in the parking lot.
The driveway out to get her.
But we had to drive way to another side of town because that's the safe Walmart, right? I'm just being honest with you. The Walmart around us, it was what it was, you know. But yeah, we would do that late at night, at 10, 11 o'clock at night. So my complaint about the grocery stores here, they close too early.
They close
And
early.
because they close early, people know that they got to rush in there at 3 or 4 o'clock to get what they need. And so every time we go to Checkers, you don't like Checkers.
It's okay.
Which one would you like,
It's
Pick and
just
Pay
crowded.
or Woolworths?
I like Woolworth. But Woolworth's a little high for regular everyday stuff.
Yeah. Woolworths
So
are a little
I'll do a little
expensive.
Pick and Pay. But the Checkers by us is just busy.
It's packed.
Really crowded.
Now, because it should be open till 11 o'clock. And I know what some people are going to say. Some people will say, if it was open till 11 o'clock, it's going to be dangerous and blah, blah, blah. I just told you the Walmart around us was 24 hours. They were shooting people in the parking lot. But it still stayed open. You got to make that money.
Capitalism might require some death.
Like the boy said.
Profits might take some sacrifices.
Hey, listen. Hey, collateral damage, baby. That's all it is.
Oh,
A little collateral damage. But what I'm saying, like this, that's what somebody's telling me. Like, oh, if things stayed open like that, it was because of security and it's dangerous. I'm like, man,
that's the whole of the United States.
Some of the worst cities in the United States with all kind of murders taking place. They open 24 hours. Maybe that's why there's all kind of murder. I don't know. But I'm just saying, sometimes I need to go to Clicks at 9 o'clock and it's closed.
Yeah.
Now sometimes I'm trying to figure out if you sick. You know what I'm saying?
You're in trouble if you need some over-the-counter meds here.
Wait, somebody explain this. So we didn't turn this to a whole different thing. Somebody explain to me this. There's 30 minutes. I don't care. We go to the talking. Somebody explain to me this. Explain to me this. Somebody explain this to me, please. Why is it when I need to buy some OTCs, over-the-counter medicine, right, or as they say, self-medication at Clicks, that I gotta go to the man and tell him what I need? Why I can't get that off the shelf? Like,
there is no OTC here.
Ain't nothing OTC.
There's nothing over the counter here.
Man, I gotta go up there and tell
pharmacy
say, yeah, how may I help you, sir? Look, I got the bubble guts. Why I gotta explain this to this man? Why I gotta explain to you what's wrong? Why I can't just buy the anti-diarrheal right here on the thing? Right? This not no drug. This not no controlled medication. Yeah, man.
You gotta take your name down.
Oh,
like,
man. All this, and I got now there's a person right next. It's like a person here, another person right over here telling this person what they need. Right, and I gotta explain all my symptoms to this person behind. Nah, bro. Nah, man. Make it make sense.
I just want like painkillers, allergy meds. Like those should be available over the counter or at the gas station stores that stay open late. You know, like you gotta wait. That's stack up before you come here. Have your meds stacked up.
You do now. That's
you're not going to get them.
You can't get sick at night.
To the pharmacy
if you gonna get sick, you're gonna have to wait till in the morning.
Right.
Yeah, you gonna wait till in the morning to get sick. Don't even get sick at night. Wait, if you start to feel like I'm starting to feel bad, no, wait, I'm gonna wait.
You gotta wait. Or go to the ER and wait 2 hours.
Oh man, yeah. So that's. I guess we can talk about some of that. If I got some complaints about South Africa, I know I just talk about people coming over here complaining or whatever. My complaints.
Back to the United States.
That's what they're gonna say. That's what they're gonna say. Well, go back home then. If it was so good over there, see how it is with the polices.
Your neighbors opening fire on you.
Hey man, they really killing people out in the y'all. I don't know if y'all paying attention, but somebody was outside in Texas shooting his gun, and the neighbors complained like, "Can you please stop shooting your gun?" And he went there and killed everybody. That's not funny.
They didn't call the police. They went to your door. Could you? It's the middle of the night. I got a newborn. Could you stop shooting your gun?
It's not funny. It's not funny, but that's how
outrageous it is.
My big mama would say you gotta laugh to keep from crying.
It's just a shame.
It's just that's how crazy it is, man. He went there and killed 5 people, and look, he not even a citizen. That's how easy it is to get a gun because he's not even a citizen.
I think that's why they didn't call the police. Because I was like, why didn't they call the police? But I'm guessing it's like immigration
laws.
They
yeah,
probably didn't want to pull the people to their
because you know when they come in there, they go, where your papers at?
Right.
They really do.
Next thing you know, you get
they
deported.
have ICE raids.
You wanted him to stop shooting.
Right.
So your baby could go to sleep.
But anyway, so my complaints are this: they gotta stay open later. Joburg is too big of a city to be shut down at
9:00.
Yeah, 9:00.
For the most part.
Yeah, and that's like when everything is shut 9. You know what I'm saying? Now people tell me like it be popping in the townships or whatever have you. Certain. No, I don't live in the townships, big dog, and you know like. I needed to be popping all over.
Well, I don't have to drive 20 and 30 minutes to get to the popping.
Right. That's my and then driving. Now you say that it's not the worst driving you've seen.
It's not the worst.
I'm gonna say it's top 3. I'm gonna give it top 3. It may not be number 1, but I ain't never seen people drive that bad. I'm sorry, South African family. Be mad. You know what I'm saying? Be mad, but I'm telling you the God honest truth. Y'all some bad drivers. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Fast, bad, and wrong. Using the shoulder the shoulder is not a lane.
It is today.
No, the shoulder is not a lane. The shoulder is there. I don't know why the shoulder there. But it's not
In
to be
case your
driven
car
on.
breaks down. And
Yeah,
you need to
that's
pull
what it's
it
for.
aside.
For you to get out there, get out of
Not
people's
here,
way.
it's a whole lane.
That's a lane. And at first I just thought it was a taxi drivers, but no.
Regular people too. Like, I'm not waiting in this line.
I was like, I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. And then when it's load shedding and you at a 4-way stop, and it's not just a 4-way intersection, and it's not just like one lane here, east, west, one. No, it's 4 lanes here. William Nicole and whatever street. It's like 4 lanes on each side and people turning and the light out. It's load shed. That's not right. That's not right. This is dangerous. Somebody has to do something about this. Call Cecil. What's his name? Cyril. Cyril. Call him. Call him. Call him. And then people that get out there and do this here, the traffic people, they need to go on institutionalize that and make that a job for real. Make that a job.
They'll be out there with no shoes on and everything.
And no, I'm telling you.
They'll be trying to hit you up. When you're stopped, it's like, I'm like, well, thank you for controlling traffic, bro. Here you go.
You feel forced because at least they done worked for it. They done something.
And they've added value to the situation.
That should be like a job.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have load shedding.
If you're going to have load shedding,
you need traffic people out.
Sometimes you see the police actually out there doing it. But I see more just regular citizens. I don't want to call them people beggars, but whomever they are, you know, those people. I see more.
Reflective vests and everything.
Where they get them from? Somebody negating people reflective. Give them a job. I'm telling you, look, it's going to be load shedding from 2 to 4 in this area. Time deploy them. Bam.
And if y'all see them out there, don't ignore them. I saw one guy just ignore when he was telling them to stop.
Yeah.
And they were like, nope. And
kept going.
I'm like, y'all.
Say, but this man doing a job now. I'm going to tell you another thing. I don't know if my whole South African family, we way off topic. Don't matter.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen somebody kneel down in the middle of the intersection? To me, that's wrong.
The prayers.
I'm just like, bruh.
That's so dangerous.
That's the most dangerous thing you could do. And it's like, I used to see it in Lone Hill around that on Main Road. I used to see a dude, he would be kneeling down like it's the light and he in between cars, you know, and cars are passing. And I was like, oh my God, how dangerous is this?
It is dangerous.
You know what I'm saying? Because all it takes is somebody not paying attention. They on their cell phone, whoop, and
Boom.
And it's slow singing and flower bringing. Yeah, I'm like, man. So I don't want to criminalize someone for being poor, but that is definitely something that I think deserves the attention of the authorities. Like, maybe not jail. He doesn't deserve jail because he's kneeling. But we need to see. Let's make this a law. Don't kneel. Stand on the right side or the left side. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
Yeah, like not on the lines in between lanes.
Not in the street. No, man. Don't you know how many people distracted drivers? How many people that went out to what's that little place? Tiger's Milk, and they done got full of that liquor, and now they driving. No, that can't be safe.
You see them at night.
No, that's right. They be gone at night.
Like, no, by a certain time.
But
then everything shuts down at night.
Even the beggars shut down early. God damn. Even the beggars shut down early. What is going on, man?
Unless you're in Rosebank. They hit you up in Rosebank late.
They got that one. Say, if you're an American tourist and you stayed in Rosebank, y'all know that one Negro who he been out there since 2019 when we first came.
At least he might have been longer.
He been longer. He the same dude. I see him now like he my distant cousin. What's happening, boy? You still out here? I done brought this boy all kind of a whole meal from Nacho Mama Nando's and all kind of stuff. He be out there every day and he aggressive like on the slick. He'll follow you. Brother, big brother, Americano, big brother.
Like, oh.
Yeah, I'll be like, no, not today.
Man, I saw you yesterday and gave you something. Like, can I get a day break?
I'm just saying.
One day.
I'd want my leftovers.
I know. Like, I purposely took it.
I said, man, this food was good. Can I get this takeaway?
I can enjoy it tomorrow.
Nah, I gotta walk home and defend my stuff like it's valuables from you.
Because they sure will point at your leftovers like, but you're not going to give that though?
Say, one man told her, so we coming out the gas station, he eating. And he asking for money.
I said, well, you eating?
You eating already. He said, I'm hungry. He said, it's not enough. I said, oh.
Not enough.
I bet you won't get a doggone thing from me. Matter of fact, I may come take the shit that's in your hand. Oh.
Too much.
I may come knock all that out your hand. We're playing around. It's not enough. What?
It's not enough.
Man, stop. But
I
see,
was like, good night.
but you see, I saw a video of a sister. Excuse me. There was this guy is going around, and it was not a prank, but it was like a social experiment. And he was asking people. He had a tank of gas, like a gas tank, empty. He's like, "Can you give me gas? My car broke down. I really need it." And everybody was just like, "No, I ain't got it. I'm sorry." And one sister started going off on him. I work hard for because he said, you have such a nice car. I was thinking, and she was like, I work hard. You know how I got this nice car? I work hard. I done worked hard. I had to take care of my family. I had to wop.
Like,
And so then the Hispanic lady, she had like $3, and she said, "Oh, you can have it." And he said, "Oh, thank you so much." And he reached in his pocket, and he pulled out a stack of money, and he gave it to her. She was like, "What?" She was confused, and he was just trying to see who would help him. And if they did, he blessed them. And he said, matter of fact, he called his partner. He's like, "Bring out some more money," right? And you could see the black lady looking like, what you say? See, sometimes you block your blessings. Sometimes you block your blessings. But with that being said, he was humble in his approach. The other dude was on some. This ain't enough. And all the American was about to come out of me. Go get you a job. Work like everybody else. That's another thing. Like, work mean different things over here. Like,
you're not about to go into this tangent in 42 minutes.
Man, they ain't watching this long. If you watch this long, you're a soldier. Shout out. Right? But the thing about it is, like, when we had a little gathering at the house, and it was, we was talking about, working 2 jobs, working 3 jobs, like, and my South African family, shout out to my brother Sandila, he was like, "Well, how do you spend time with your family?" And I'm like, is that even a consideration for an American worker? We be like, yeah, we'll catch them when we got a day off, And I think that's problematic in many ways. You're supposed to have some time for your family, but in terms of work, like, American productivity, this is what I would say about America and the United States, is that I think that American productivity is unmatched. Like, if you take a good American worker, 12 hours a day, nothing. Working 2 jobs, I don't necessarily mean they're gonna have money.
Chinese?
I don't know, because I don't have enough Chinese knowledge to really make that statement. But what I'm gonna say is that, like, many societies, they value like family relations and stuff like that, and then work is maybe second, career and stuff. The United States, like, work, whether you have a great career or not, that's here, because that's how you got to take care of your family. That's how you got to eat, right?
Yeah.
And if you are a good worker, meaning that you're really not necessarily into your job, but you're really into making some money, or you want to make money, or you have to work this hard in order just to make ends meet. My father would work from 6 at night to 6 in the morning. He would get off of work at 6 in the morning. He didn't go to sleep. He would go get in a truck. He had a little lawn care company, and he would go and cut grass, like mow people's lawns, to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, in the heat of the day. Then he would go home, take a nap, and get up about 5 and go back, get ready to go to work. And he did that forever, right? So that's like, Adrian's dad get up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to be at work early. So like that work thing, that productivity, like let's get as much done as possible. You know, how can we maximize our day and get all right. See you on Facebook on the Negro, bro. Man, it's 44 minutes. We ain't had no business talking this long. All right, family. Peace.